war is bad.
Yeah.
Which is like, yeah, we
Yeah.
know.
Sure. Yeah.
We know that.
Whatever than ever before.
And more whatever than ever before. Mari Crown believes. My name is Cole. His name is Jay. We like anime, and this is episode 237 of AniPro. And on this week's episode, we are reviewing. Would you call it a cult classic? Cult classic anime?
I'd say so.
Jay?
Yeah.
It's in and around there. We're reviewing Now and Then, Here and There. This
two
week.
90s anime back to back.
Two 90s
Feels
anime
good.
back to back. How do they compare? You know, we'll go into all of that in the second half. The first half, we're gonna kind of just discuss isekai in general, and whether or not like it's still viable, I guess, as an anime, and like does. Yeah, we'll get into it.
The show is an isekai, so we're kind of getting into like the discussion of isekai in general. Really?
Yes. And but before we get into any of that, I just implore you, I ask you, please like, subscribe, all of that stuff. It helps the channel grow.
Tell a friend about us.
And tell a friend about us. It helps the show grow, and that's what we're growing. That's what we're going for. Is growth. You know, we want to make all the money in the world. That's what's important to us. I can tell
True.
Jay is
Sorry,
also.
I'm looking at my other screen on the other side, just because I saw a notification on the AniPro Discord, which you can join and talk with a lot of other people like us about
excellent.
anime and other things related.
You see, that's we call in the business, we just call that like an organic segue. You know, that's excellent job,
Just an
Jay.
organic plug.
An organic plug for our Discord that we implore you to join. Jay, how's it going? How's your week been? What's new with you?
It's been busy. I've been working a
busy
lot.
Week.
I'm I feel like there's a word for this. Burnout. You ever like get burnt out of working?
Yeah.
That's me right now. I just feel super burnt out, man. So I was going to talk about the game I got recently, but we're going to save that for next week because I want to talk about just my own general experience watching this show, because Cole knows about it. But I want the listeners to know about it because it was a trip.
It was an ordeal.
So I started watching Now and Then, Here and There last night. And I watched it on a secure and reliable source. That I can vouch. I can vouch for.
Yeah. You know, it's a secure. It's something that is set up specifically for anime podcasters. You know, it's not something that like the average layman can get in on, but we've got some connections and stuff that you know. It's the anime podcaster service, we'll say.
So yeah. So I opened it up and like I start going to watch it, and I'm trying to get the subs to work. And I'm like, what? I'm putting it to. I set it to English, and like there's no subs, and I'm like, well, that's weird.
That's what you would think.
That's what you'd think. Like you put the audio to Japanese and the subtitles to English, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, why are there no subtitles?
Yeah,
so I go in and I go like find extra subtitles because like there's like a find more, and I find one. I'm like, okay, I'll try this one, and it does like it. The subtitles kind of work, but they aren't synced.
Okay. Okay.
So
that's an important aspect to subtitles.
Yeah.
They should probably be synced.
So I'm like, okay, well, this kind of works, but it doesn't really help me.
Yeah.
Because like I can understand some Japanese, but like when they're just like gabbing like their native tongue, sometimes you skip letters or skip pronunciations. Like if we were to speak, like when we're speaking English, we don't speak like a textbook would, or like those Duolingo audio files would.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. There's intricacies to language that you and I, we've both done like Duolingo. We understand some words, but like there's aspects to naturally spoken language that we don't understand. So I hear you.
So I was like, well, the desynced subtitles aren't really going to help me out that much. So I was like, okay, what else can I do? And I was like, do I need to watch the dub? So I text Cole, and I'm like, hey, Cole, have you like had an issue with the subtitles at all?
And I said, no, why? No, mine are working just perfectly fine. What's wrong with you? I said,
yeah, and then I told him, well, I'm trying to put them on, and like it's not working. And he's like, oh, you imbecile.
You imbecile.
You absolute ignoramus. You gotta set it to Japanese.
You clearly have to select the Japanese subtitles to get the English subtitles. I mean, that goes without saying.
Yeah. For some reason.
And you did that.
I did. Yeah. So I did that because I'm like, oh, you wise sage Cole. Obviously, you know exactly how to solve this perilous problem. So I do that. And we're good. For the first 4 episodes, we're great. We're flying.
You're flying through the show. You know, you're feeling good.
Having a time.
Having a blast watching this show. Just having a good time. Good old time.
Having a good time. Editor Cole, I might need you to pull up a picture in for this. I might send you a picture. We'll see if we get to it.
Okay.
We get to episode 5.
Episode 5. That's when.
I am ready. Like at this point, I am in to this.
You're
show.
ready.
I'm like, oh.
You could say that the people who aren't ready are green with envy. You could say. Yeah, you could say that. Call that foreshadowing in the business.
Yes. In the business, we call that foreshadowing. Episode 5, it loads up, and every episode I have to like go into settings and change the change the audio, change the subtitles because it auto sets to the dub. And I go in, or the episode starts playing, and it's green. And initially, I'm thinking, oh, did they like do something different for this?
What a creative choice.
Intro to this episode? Did they like do something more like stylistic or something? And then the episode like starts because at the beginning of every episode it starts with like just a black screen with a wall of text. So I'm like, oh, did they like do something like try to add more color to it or something? And then the episode starts proper.
Did they try to add more color? Specifically one?
Yeah. I mean, that's more color.
Yeah.
And then the episode starts proper. The green's still there.
The green won't go.
Well,
the green will not go.
The green void. Well, oh no. It's not supposed to look like this, I'm pretty sure. So I
But you weren't sure. You weren't sure.
But I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure.
You had to ask. You're like,
I had to ask the wise sage.
Cole, how far into this are you?
Cole,
I'm like, I finished it. I finished it.
Why?
Yeah, what's up?
Did you have any problems with it being green? You're like, what? No.
My response was green? Question mark. I have no idea what you're talking about. And then you send me this picture.
So I sent you a picture. Yeah. There it is.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I'm like, I don't know what I don't know. I don't know what to tell you about that one.
And you're like, did you try exiting it and coming back? And I'm like, I did. I sure did. You're
Did you
try
resetting your system? Did you try this? Did you try that? You're like, no, nothing's working. Cole, help me, Cole.
Cole, help me.
I can't help you. I don't know what
to do.
I don't know.
And you're like, well, you should text our tech support guy.
Yeah, text. Get in touch with tech support, and they'll get it all sorted out for you.
And I'm like, oh,
tech support.
He's probably sleeping.
Tech support. Yeah, they've got a bedtime. Unlike us. People of the night. And
unlike us night owls. Which, by the way, I worked today as of recording. I had to work. So like I was like I had to get a move on. So like I sent them a text being like, hey, and you're probably asleep. But I'm trying to watch this show and it's green. No response. And I preemptively sent the picture, so like I didn't have to explain like what does green mean.
Yeah, you didn't have to go through the whole rigmarole with me again, where I was confused. What do you mean green? Like, is it tinted green? No, it is literally green.
Just green. And I'm like, well, I gotta do something. I gotta watch. Like, I still gotta watch this show.
You gotta watch it. You work today.
I gotta watch it.
You couldn't put it off. Yeah.
Yeah. Like we record 6 o'clock and I get off work at 5:15. I don't have that much time after work to watch this show.
You'd watch it at like 24 times speed, I guess, but
yeah,
that'd be tough. That'd be tough.
Yeah. Let me tell you, I got up pretty early this morning to watch the rest of the show.
Oh, did you? Oh, well, we'll talk about it, I guess, in our viewing experience.
Yeah,
when we get into the second half.
But suffice it to say, I didn't watch all of this show in the same place because of that issue.
Yeah. So you had to. Did you have to shell out a little bit of the AniPro expense?
I did.
A little bit out of the AniPro expense account. Yeah.
I did. Yeah.
I hear you. That's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but it's all back up and running now, it seems.
Yeah. It works now. So, morning rolls around. I wake up because I set an alarm because I'm like, I have to get up to finish this show now. So I wake up at like 6 a.m. to a text.
Oh my God. Okay. That's when tech support's back online. Yeah.
That's when tech support's open for business.
Yeah.
I got a text being like, I think it was the same, like, did you try exiting and coming back? And I'm like, yeah. Did you try resetting your console? Yeah. Okay, I don't know. Hold on, I'll try figuring something out on my end here. Oh, and then he also asks, sorry, what is it that you're trying to watch? And I'm like, now and then, here and there. You know, the show that I'm trying to review on this on the podcast service. And they're like, okay, gotcha. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
And he's like, can you fix the can you change the resolution? I'm like, I already tried that. Nothing.
Yeah. You know, he's going through the questions. You know, these are the tech support questions.
Yeah. And then he's like, okay, I reset everything. Can you go in? And so I go in. I open it again. Now I'm getting a playback error.
Okay, interesting.
So now I can't even watch the episode.
So now we're going backwards a little bit.
We're going backwards. And I said,
it's not even.
I said when I sent them the picture, I think I'm cursed. LOL. And they're like, no, it's just your system being a little weird. I think it's just a glitch. And he's like, okay, I re-enabled transcoding. Try again. So I tried it again. Thank God it finally worked.
There we go. Thank God our tech support has got that big brain. He's got that big brain to configure this stuff out.
Yeah. He's got the back end.
I was no help. But what could I do? Yeah.
No, you don't have access to the back end. Even if you did think, oh yeah, let's do that. You don't have.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do that. I don't have physical access to the program, like some people do.
Yeah.
But
I tried watching it on my PC because I was like, oh, maybe it's just a PlayStation thing. Let's try PC. The service doesn't allow for that, for the exact program on PC. And I was trying to figure that out. And I couldn't access it on my account.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Because, yeah, you mentioned that too. You're like, I even tried my PC. And then you said, well, I guess I'll just have to pay for it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I guess so. No, you said, I guess I'll just have to pay for it. Thanks anyway, you said. No punctuation. So now I'm feeling bad.
Oh, no. That wasn't like a rib at you. If I was actually angry, I would have put a period there.
Ah, yes. It was just,
but thanks
you were just
anyway was like I felt bad because I was taking your time, and I was like, oh, you're probably trying to, like, we're probably in the same situation of when we were doing that thumbnail where you're like trying to sleep.
Pretty much. I was laying in bed. I was at my most vulnerable when you were asking me for tech help, and I'm not a very techie guy. I can barely get this thing up and running. Yeah, so.
So, anyway, finally got it working. That was my big ordeal this week, and thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I persevered, and we got this show done. But that's it for me. So Cole, why don't we cool off from this heated ordeal, and why don't you let us know what's on your mind?
Not much is on my mind. You know, I mentioned this in the bonus episode. Our patrons, they are aware of this, but I recently got tickets to go see what is left of my favorite band, the best band in the universe. I'm going to see Rush in December in Edmonton. Unfortunately, they're not coming to our city, so I have to go to a faraway land, the faraway mystical land of Edmonton, Alberta.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I actually really like the Edmonton airport.
Well, I'm driving. We're doing a road trip.
14-hour drive.
Yeah, we'll split it up. You know, have a good time. Yeah. It's a boys' weekend. You know, it's just me, Cody Bott, and Nugdeep, former guest host Nugdeep. So looking forward to that. But I've been watching videos from their most recent performances with their new drummer that they're playing with. Watching interviews with them and stuff, and I just kind of got the bug. The bug bit me. I've been playing my guitar a little bit more recently, and it got me kind of checking in with Cody Bott as well. I think we're going to work on a little bit of music again for the podcast.
Oh, nice.
Maybe another song to add to the repertoire of bumper music that we've got going on here. So yeah, I mean it's a short what's on my mind, but potentially big, you know, meaningful what's on my mind.
I was gonna text you this, but I feel like it's good banter for the podcast. Have you read? Are you caught up on Ruri Dragon?
No, I'm not caught up on Ruri Dragon. No.
Okay, catch up. The most recent chapter was really good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you caught up on Girl Meets Rock?
I'm not.
No, I'll catch up because it's just all good. It's just all good.
Yeah,
all of it.
I mean, Ruri's also all good.
Ruri's good. Girl Meets Rock is good. It's all good.
There's some good manga out right now.
There is some good manga out right now. Yeah. Well, with that out of the way, now that I know what's going on in the land of Jay and y'all know what's going on in the land of Cole, let's get into our first half's topic here. Jay, you wanted to kind of just discuss isekai. Give me your pitch. Give me your pitch, Jay. What are we talking about here?
Yeah, for sure. So I feel like a lot of isekai nowadays, people look at it and go, that's all slop. That's all gruel that like bottom feeders enjoy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no like substance to it.
Mm-hmm.
So like, and I feel like if a show is immediately labeled like is an isekai, someone knows nothing about it, but it is an isekai, people immediately dismiss it.
Yeah, it's kind of a, unfortunately, like this point in isekai, like that's a turnoff for so many people, rather than it just being like a thing that maybe or maybe not you should check out. Where like a lot of people treat it as like, no, that's It's a deal breaker for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what I kind of want to talk about is like, should it be a deal breaker for people, or like, can isekai still do cool stuff?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I guess I just want to kick it off and say, like, I feel like people misconstrue what an isekai is.
Yeah. Yeah. Like people label isekai as like a genre. First of all, like just technically, from a technical standpoint, people say like isekai, oh, I hate that genre.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not a genre. The isekai is like a method of getting a story started.
It's a subgenre.
It's a subgenre. I really think of it as a kicking off point for a story.
Yeah.
That's really all it comes down to. I mean, like, yeah, there is so many isekai slop that we've come up with that term. Isekai
I feel
slop.
Like you're right, but I feel like it's not because it's isekai. It's more like publishers see that isekai is popular,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll like force authors to come up with like just a unique premise, and they'll go, I like that premise. And then like they just ride just the premise itself without actually worrying about telling a story.
Yeah. And because of that, it kind of ruins the whole idea of it being a unique concept, like starting off point. Like at one point, yeah, it was like a unique, fresh way of telling a story. Now, yeah, because it's so prevalent and easy for authors to use as a starting off point, it's become oversaturated, I guess, as a concept. That said, though, like what I was going to say with regards to the isekai slop thing, like just remove isekai out of it. Like there's just a lot of slop.
Yeah.
In general, I don't think it's isekai's fault.
What's that rule that like most stories are bad?
Yeah.
What's it called?
I've never heard of the rule specifically, but I think I kind of understand that idea.
Murphy's Law. No, not Murphy's Law.
No, Murphy's Law is something else.
No,
like I guess what I'm saying is like if 80% of the stuff that's released is slop, then of course 80% of isekai is going to be slop. Like I don't think that that's isekai's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
I don't think it's isekai's fault necessarily, and at the same time, like I feel like the big problem with quote unquote isekai slop is it's more there is like a vast majority of stories that are put out there are they're chasing the trend that is isekai because that's what was popular when these were all released, and B, like, yeah, most stuff isn't good, so like,
yeah. Or you know what? Here's a thought, and let me know what you think of this. Like, isekai is an easy starting off point, and because it's such an easy starting off point, maybe a lot of writers who aren't as creative tend to use it. So it ends up becoming more. It ends up becoming less of a creative subgenre than something else that would lead to creativity. Like, somebody who's maybe not the best writer is like, how do I? Oh, I know. I'll just make an isekai. Yeah, that'll do it. That's good. Meanwhile, like, it doesn't matter where you start from. It's how how well you pick up from there.
But at the same time, though, like, if you had a good story and then you made it like, oh, they came from our world and got transported to another world before the story started, like, that one little starting off point doesn't immediately negate everything else that would make the story good.
No, I agree with you. I guess what I'm saying is like, rather than trying to come up with something more creative, they just go with the easiest way out, which is kind of indicative of somebody who maybe isn't as creative. So they'll go with the new hotness.
Yeah. Like, and I guess the second part to the question is like, can isekai be good today?
I mean, easy answer. Of course.
Yeah.
Like, obviously.
I mean, the biggest show of this season is an isekai.
And it just goes to show, like, kind of to go against my point. A writer can start off with that easy way in, but if they can take that challenge and are still able to produce something that isn't seen before, or make something that's more resonant with people, I think that proves that they're an even more good.
I think it's like if you use the idea to tell a story rather than just using the idea over and over and over again, and that's the bit. There's more meat on the bones to digest there. Like I look at In Another World with my smartphone, for example. Like that, the entire point of that story is he's in another world and he has a smartphone. Isn't that cool?
Right. Yeah.
And I mean, like, there's no, like, you can only work with that for so much before it gets repetitive and boring.
Yeah, like a lot of the ideas in isekai are interesting on its on the face, right? In Another World with my smartphone. Okay. I mean, yeah, that's kind of an interesting idea. What are you going to do with it? And their response is, he's in another world with his smartphone? Like, I don't really have a plan other than that. Like, that's pretty much it.
That is my story.
He gets all the baddies. A lot of it is, power fantasy, obviously. A lot of it is wish fulfillment. I think, again, to go on my point, like, I think it's a lot of people who are just not very creative using that jumping off point and not really expanding on it.
Like, I'll even use SAO as a means to talk about isekai in a positive standpoint. Like, there is a beginning, middle, and end goal with SAO. They want to get out of the game.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And there's a story that can be told about that. How do they get out?
Yeah.
You know? It's not just like, oh, they're in a game, let's show them all the cool game things that exist because, haha, you know, like,
yeah. And I think that's why that first part of SAO resonated more than like later stuff where it just kind of became a bit more formulaic. The start of SAO, like, there was an idea to it. There was an end goal. And then what's the author's name?
Reki Kawahara.
Yeah, he kind of, it seems like he has an issue with like letting the story breathe. It's like he got the idea for Elfheim and he's like, I need to get there now. So let's just close out this portion of the story. And he's like off in all these other places. And I think that's, I mean, not to critique him specifically, but
so first of all, I feel like he did a good job of like making people care about wanting to get out of the death game. You know? But I feel like he both rushed and like slowed it down, that in the sense of like he sped through getting out of the death game a little bit because like, first of all, they get out of it before the series ends. Them getting out should have been the end of the series.
Yeah, or at least the end of the season.
Yeah.
Like it was it's halfway through the first season.
And I think that could also be like a really cool part of the story where at the very end of the season they get out and then the next part is they need to readjust to being in real life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like there's a story that, but then like he goes, no, Asuna needs to be like trapped in that in this other game that Kirito needs to go in. And it's like, well, why?
No, like that's what I mean. Like he came up with that concept partway through writing SAO, the first part of SAO, and was, rather than letting that story end and then writing that second part, he was just like, I need to end this story now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then everyone's going to love this other part with the fairies and I'm sorry, we didn't like that other part. We liked the first part.
Yeah.
I mean, we liked it all.
Yeah.
You and me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
well, I mean, when Kirito like gets admin control and is able to like, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, but it was just so rushed and everything. But
yes,
I guess SAO is just kind of indicative of that idea that I mentioned of like uncreative writers using that as a starting off point. And Reki, I wouldn't necessarily call them uncreative. So I think there's ideas floating around in that noggin of his.
Yeah.
He just has maybe a focus issue, I think.
I think he just needs better direction that an editor could probably help him with.
He's the George Lucas of light novels, I'll say.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
honestly,
on the other... Yeah.
You're not, like, I think that's a very apt take.
You know, sometimes a broken clock is right twice a day, you know?
Yeah.
On the other end of the spectrum, though, you alluded to it, is ReZero.
Yeah.
Where the isekai aspect of it really is only a starting off point.
Yeah.
But the story isn't focused on that. Like, you could forget that Subaru is from another world pretty much constantly. It's not like it's brought up all the time.
I think like there is a part to Subaru's character development that is isekai related. Because like at the start of ReZero, he's like, "Oh, I've been isekai. This is going to be awesome." And like as we know, it wasn't awesome.
Right, but they're telling that story basically. Yeah. It's subversive at that point because there's so many isekai now where they get isekai'd and it's awesome. This is not awesome, and he's super underpowered. He's the antithesis to the typical isekai character, and really they only bring in the fact that after that, like there's a point where he's like, oh, this is awesome isekai, and then it becomes not awesome isekai. And then it's kind of forgotten about for a while. Like Subaru's just in the world. He has his ability.
Yeah.
But then it's reintroduced later on. But not in a way that would make you cringe. Like it's brought back in a more, like it closes that story, right? It closes the isekai aspect of it.
Yeah, it's to flesh out Subaru as a character.
Yeah. I look at it as it partially closes out the isekai aspect of it. It allows him to essentially kind of come to peace with, he'll never see his family and stuff again, and all of that. And then the story can kind of proceed with him like this is where he is now. This is his home, so to speak. And then as far as I know, I mean, I'm not...
I persuade you to watch season 4. Is all I'll say.
Well, I know I still need to, but I won't because Rem is in a coma still. So, I mean, it's not like they're trying to get her out of a coma. So,
I mean, that's pretty much what season 4 is about.
I know. I'm being facetious.
But then like on the other end of like that same spectrum is Konosuba, and Konosuba's kind of ReZero, but in a comedic way.
Yeah, and I mean,
where like instead of like saying like being in a if you were isekai, like it would actually suck, but instead of ReZero where it says like wouldn't that suck, Konosuba would say, yeah, it would suck. Isn't that funny?
Isn't that funny? And there's an aspect to Konosuba where it's, I mean, obviously it's once again, it's a subversive take on the genre in a comedic sense, but like, it's also kind of about the person who is isekai'd, like, not to sound super pretentious, it's about him like persevering, you know, and learning to live in this world. Like I think that's when an isekai is good, rather than the character coming in and being like, I'm awesome, and that's how I'm gonna live in this world, by being awesome. Like, well,
yeah, I feel like the best isekai are ones that like use the isekai to do something with it, rather than just like, oh, he's been isekai'd, let's go.
Elephant in the room, Mushoku Tensei, you know, it's very celebrated as one of the best isekais, and it's about somebody overcoming their trauma that they had in a previous world, basically getting a fresh start. That's a good idea for an isekai. Now, what if you go to the other world, and I guess Mushoku Tensei does this, though. You get all the baddies, and you're super strong. Mushoku Tensei does that, but there's also like kind of the psychological aspect of it, of him overcoming his trauma, like I said.
Yeah, like, I mean, so yes, Mushoku Tensei does that, and like I'm really trying to tiptoe around the eggshells here, because like I feel like I'm walking on eggshells with this one, because Mushoku Tensei is a little bit weird.
Oh,
don't get me,
yes, like, we all know, we all know.
But I feel like because Rudy gets a bit more confident and a bit more he has a bit more of a sense of self-worth. It doesn't feel like when he ends up with a girl, it's not unearned.
Yeah. I mean, there'd be lots of people who would argue about it, but I mean, the problem with go ahead.
Like, whether or not the way he goes about ending up with the girls is correct, like them falling for him in the first place, I don't think is unearned. I think it's his actions.
No, I don't think so either. Yeah. What I'm gonna say is Mushoku Tensei probably skips over the childhood stuff, and people, never mind. The eggshell. There's too many eggshells. There's too many eggshells
with Mushoku Tensei. Like,
what I was gonna say is it skips over his childhood. Is what I'm getting at. Not. Yeah. Whatever. I give up.
Yeah. But like, yeah, I think that a lot can be said with isekai. Like, the other thing that isekai can do really well is it can use its other world to be a reflection of our own, without like painting too much of a personal picture. Like,
yeah,
it can say things that like that another story might be too afraid to say, without someone going like, oh, well, we're not like that, you know, like get all defensive about a mirror being held up to someone.
Yeah, I guess that's the ideal version of an isekai. It gets a bad rap because of so many isekai that don't do that. Instead, it holds a mirror up and says, you're awesome, and we're gonna bring you somewhere else, and you're gonna be even more awesome there. But I mean, to bring everything around full circle, 80% of everything that's released is trash.
Yeah,
that includes subgenres. If you break it down that far, the answer to your question, is a show bad because it's an isekai, or can isekai do cool stuff in today's day and age? No, an isekai isn't bad because it's an isekai, and yes, it can still do cool stuff, just like anything. Cyberpunk can do cool stuff. Music anime can do cool stuff. Like the general rom-coms can do cool stuff. These are all just genres that have
Sturgeon's Law. That's what it is.
Sturgeon's Law. Okay.
It basically says 90% of everything is crap.
Sure. Yeah. I agree. I think that's a good ending point. You found out what it's called, and we agree.
We came full circle.
Well, Jay, we're gonna go to a break. But before we go to a break, how about we hop in the mailbag?
It's time for the mailbag.
Mike has earned his pay this week, Jay.
I don't know if it's intentional, but when I hear it in my ears, the pitch is higher.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
Like, just like ever so slightly that it's like, oh no.
Well, it's mailbag time. If you've got a mailbag question, you can send it to us over at our website, anipropod.com/mailbag, or in our Discord. This one comes from our Discord. It's also patron priority mailbag. It comes from the tribal chief of the mailbag, Kratos, whatever it is. We acknowledge him. Super simple question. We'll answer it after the break, but we'll give you time to think about it, ladies and gentlemen. What anime take do you have for 2026 that would get you flamed online? And I'm going to open it up because my take is actually about manga. It's about a manga.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah, but think about that over the break, Jay. And everyone else can think about it over the break. And what do we do when we go to a break? Break.
Hey, YouTube viewer. I don't mean to interrupt you during a well-deserved break, but can you do me a real quick favor? You see that little button there? The one that looks like a thumbs up? Can you just click that? Just real quick. Yeah, great. Thanks. Oh, and while you're down there, can you just hit subscribe? Yeah, like that. Thanks. Oh, what's that? You're not on YouTube, but instead listening to the podcast on... And you want to join in on the fun? Well, if you want, why don't you leave a 5-star review? No matter how you're watching or listening, providing feedback to us helps AniPro grow so that more and more people can listen to us and our perfectly normal and not strange at all takes. And seeing as you're being so cool, why don't I let you in on a little secret? AniPro has a Discord server where you can talk to the hosts and other listeners about anime and other random topics about, like, I don't know, mayo on hot dogs and stuff. Anyway, thank you so much. What's that? You want to do even more? Oh my goodness, thank you. Well, AniPro has a Patreon where for a small donation you can get access to archived episodes and ad-free episodes. You can get episodes early and even get a monthly bonus episode. I think, yeah, that's it. Listen, I really appreciate you listening to this. I will now reward you with the second half of this episode.
It's comfier. It's much comfier than my previous one. Welcome back to AniPro. For everybody out there, my previous chair that I had, at the end of the recording sessions, I would have a sore behind. But not anymore. That's a thing of the past, Jay. I'm living in comfort. I'm living in absolute bliss.
You're living on a cloud.
I'm living on cloud 9. Number 9. Why Cloud 9? Before the break, we asked you a mailbag question, so I am obliged to play this.
It's time for the mailbag.
Just so Jay can listen to Mike's up-pitched voice for some reason.
Oh, that one was normal, actually.
Oh, that one was normal.
Really
okay.
Yeah, that was normal.
Well, I don't know what's going on. The question before the break was, what anime take do you have for 2026 that would get you flamed online? Jay had a tough time thinking about it. I knew right off the bat what mine was going to be. I want to hear Jay's first because I know Jay's going to have a problem with mine, so I want to hear his.
Okay.
I want you to start. I want you to get flamed first, and then I'll get flamed.
Okay. I feel like a lot. I thought of one, but I feel like this is like a very I feel like this is a very common hot take.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
But it's like I feel like a lot of shonen battle anime get really popular just because it's shonen battle and not because it's actually doing anything different.
That's a very cold take. I agree with it, to be clear. I think a lot of shonen, what I would say is a lot of shonen battle anime get big because it looks really pretty. That's what I would add to it. Not that it's even not doing anything particular, because I don't need anything to do anything groundbreaking to enjoy something.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, what I mean by that is, like, people will just see, like, action, shonen, I'm in, 10 out of 10, you know?
Yeah. Oh, for sure, yeah.
Like, they won't have even watched the show and they already know that it's, like the best thing they've ever seen.
That it's peak, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not peak. I'm going to tell you right now.
Just from seeing the tag shonen and action.
Hey, I mean, if you enjoy it, great. More power to you. Enjoy what you enjoy. But I guess what we always say, our famous catchphrase that we say all the time, just go out and watch some other stuff. Just go out and watch some other anime. You know,
there's some more good stuff out there.
Yeah, it's not all shonen battle anime. Like, for example, like romance anime. You know, there's some great romance anime out there. The one that was big last year, and I think it's getting its sequel at some point this year, is Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. Wonderful, wonderful romance anime.
Excellent show. Excellent show.
Especially if you like people doing nothing but apologize to each other. That's just a great show.
But they're so nice. They're such good kids.
When I saw that's my hot take, by the way. Fragrant Flower is literally just people apologizing to each other constantly. When that was pointed out to me, I couldn't unsee it. There's like this sadness to Fragrant Flower. Do you know what I mean?
A little bit.
Like, there's this melancholy to that anime where I feel like it should be much more like upbeat. Like these kids are supposed to be in love, but it just seems like they're constantly like just like wallowing in misery.
Like just a little bit wistful.
Yeah, there's this wistfulness and melancholy to a Fragrant Flower, which, like, I enjoy A Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. It's good. I'm not saying that that's not good, but like I would like a little bit more whimsy, I guess.
You want more sugar.
I want more sugar, less lemons.
Yeah. Not
lemons? Sure.
The tea doesn't have enough milk and sugar in it.
It's too bitter.
Yeah.
It's too bitter. The fragrance is great. It smells great. But like when I go to taste it, it's a little
too big, a little too bitter.
I need a little sweetness in my tea. Yeah. I thought that would be a more visceral reaction from you.
No, I've heard that take before.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know, I tried.
I thought you were gonna say like manga readers need to shove it or something, like because like you alluded like, oh, it's about manga, and I was like, oh, here we go.
No, it's because I think the anime for Fragrant Flower kind of like we're not far enough in where you really realize that that critique at this point. Like you're only 12 episodes in, you know, everything's fine. But then there's this, as the story progresses, it kind of becomes a bit formulaic in its storytelling.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I think like for me, the best part of Fragrant Flower is the stuff with his parents. like his mom, for example, when he brings all of his friends over and she leaves the room and she has to like sit down for a second and cry because
right. And then she's crying, and then you're like, looking back on it, it's like, man, this is so melancholy.
But like I liked it because it's like the whole idea of that was like he's like
he's growing up. I understand that.
Yeah.
He's making friends. He's doing things
like
that...
he nobody really wanted to be friends with him when he was younger because he looked scary.
Mm-hmm.
So now like that he finally has friends, like it's just kind of like a big weight off of a mother's chest.
Yeah, but then like all of the stories are about like how, you can't judge people by their appearance. And then sorry about that.
It's a very Canadian manga.
It's a very Canadian manga. Yeah, it should be based in Portage la Prairie. That's where it should be.
Should be based in PEI.
PEI, base it in Charlottetown. Charlottetown? Yeah, I think that's PEI, right?
I think so.
I don't remember. High school was a long time ago. Jay, we're reviewing an anime though today. We're reviewing Now and Then, Here and There. This was your nomination, I do believe.
Yes.
Jay, why don't you set this up? Why don't you give us kind of the what is this? What is this about?
Yeah, so Now and Then, Here and There is an animation television program about a boy named Shu who lives in Japan. He one day he comes across a girl just kind of like gazing out at the sunset on top of smokestacks. As one does. So like he goes up to like see what's going on, and he gets entangled in this mess, this thing where this group of people want to capture her because she has this MacGuffin thing. And as it turns out, they're all from another world, allegedly. And so Shu is brought to this other world with them because he tries to save her from being captured. And the world that these people are from is nothing like modern, at the time, Japan. So it's a much more authoritarianist society.
It's very bleak.
Yeah. Very bleak and dark and sad.
Resources are scarce.
Yeah.
They're under an authoritarian
dictatorship.
It's just quite different than what Shu was accustomed to in his idealistic little town that he came from, where he could walk home after kendo practice and whistle a little tune.
Yeah. And the show's basically about like him surviving in this new environment that's very harsh and dark.
Yeah.
Is there anything you would add to that, Cole?
I think it would be beneficial to us just to allow us to kind of discuss this more freely. There are some topics in this anime that are heavy, I would say.
True.
Bit of a trigger warning for
a lot of trigger warnings like torture and can I say that word, or are you going to bleep it out?
What? Oh, I'll bleep that out. I'll say essay. Essay is good.
Okay. Yeah.
Just general abuse, like all kinds of abuse, animal abuse.
Yeah, that's a better word or a better term.
Yeah, it's it was heavier than I thought it would be, but we'll talk about that because we one of our topics here is what we thought going in, so we'll get into that. Yeah. The show is from 1999, specifically fall of 1999. It continued through to the new year, the new millennium in 2000. So it ran through the fall season. It's from Studio AIC. Which I had to look up. I didn't really recognize anything other than Amagami SS was the only thing that I really recognized from them. completely different thing. Completely different thing.
They did Space Battleship Yamato, $21.99.
Okay. I guess I just didn't see that one, but yeah. So they've been around for a long, long time, obviously. So yeah, it was interesting. I enjoy watching some of these old anime because it's not the same studios that we see all the time. It's not your A1s. It's not your MAPPA. It's not your Triggers. It's a little bit different, which is refreshing. But I'm curious though, Jay, like, what were your initial thoughts going into this? Like, did you know anything about it at all?
So I knew it was bleak. Like, I knew it was a dark show because, like, I've seen it as a recommendation for like shows to watch that'll F you up.
Okay.
So like I knew that, but I didn't know exactly like what the story beats of the show were. I thought he was gonna join like some kind of resistance or something.
Mm-hmm.
And like it was kind of gonna be a Star War.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it's not a Star War.
It's not a Star War. It's one of the big comparisons for this one is Grave of the Fireflies. Which, like, that's not my comparison. We're going to talk about comparisons later, and I think we've got a bit of a discussion about it. It's very anti-war, whereas Star Wars kind of almost romanticizes the war aspect of it. This does not.
Yeah. It's a very pacifistic
it's a very pacifist show, yeah.
Yeah.
What I thought going in, I was completely cold. I had no idea what this was about. I figured it was, these people were, on the run from your like stereotypical regime where they're like evil on the surface, but you never really like, everything's kind of off screen, all of these atrocities that they perform. Yeah. That's not what happened.
No. It's a very different show, man.
It's a very different show. So I was, I'll be straight and upfront with you. This was a more difficult watch than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
It was a frustrating watch, which we'll get into. It's one of my topics for discussion. It was a frustrating watch, and of course, just difficult watch, just based on its subject matter as well. I'm curious though.
Yeah.
And curious only in the sense that you kind of already told me your answer, but it's a good topic for discussion. Comparisons and recommendations. This is tough, Jay.
This is a tough thing to recommend. But like this one's not even anime, but I feel like it's applicable. If you like watching like North Korea documentaries on like how on how things operate there or like different experiences there, I feel like you'd like get some kind of a very similar enjoyment out of it because of like how it displays that kind of regime in the show.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. That's an interesting recommendation. I've got nothing. I've tried, like, this is I'll say this for it. Like, this is a very, very unique manga. I don't even know how I'm going to rate this. Honestly,
unique anime.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Unique anime. Like, usually when we come into a review, like I've kind of got a good sense of how I'm going to come down on it at the end. I think this conversation that we're going to have today is really going to help me kind of process it and know where I want to put it.
I think I know where I stand.
Like a comparable would be like on paper would be like something like Eureka 7, where like a kid kind of gets dragged into this war. The love interest, not even really, like that's the thing with this too, like the girl that he sees on the smokestacks isn't a love interest. He just wants to help her because she asked for help.
Like we'll get into this, but like he's just a nice guy.
Yeah, he's just a good dude. But like in the same way that like Eureka is also kind of like this in and of herself is like a MacGuffin almost. Kind of like Lalaru. That's the name of the character.
The girl.
It's Lalaru. which we hear many times through the show.
The show says her name a lot.
The show says her name a lot. It doesn't say Shu's name nearly as much. As much.
They kind of call him the kid more.
Yeah, the boy, the boy. Outsider, enemy,
the new guy,
recruit, torture victim. Yeah. There's a lot going on. But what do you say we get into our general thoughts, which is really the bulk of our review here. We'll kind of just do. We've got like topics of discussion that we're gonna do through the review, and then at the end of it, we're gonna give it our patented AniPro score. We're gonna try to be as spoiler free as possible. If there are any spoilers, of course, we'll preempt them. But I don't think there might be one that's a little bit of a spoiler, so maybe I'll save that for last. But Jay, let's get into it. We're going to talk about characters specifically. So this was one of your thoughts. So I'm just you said that is Shu a typical shonen protagonist? Does his character add to or detract from the show's quality? What do you think? Is he a typical protagonist?
I feel like Shu, like he feels like he has like that same shonen protagonist energy of like, we're all friends and we'll all get through this together, and like that's kind of his like one of his main defining traits, that like he never bends the will, like he never bends to, or like it never changes. And like from that aspect, I see him as kind of a shonen protagonist, not in the sense of like he fights and like he'll fight to win, because he's very pacifist in nature.
He's anti-combat. No, anti-death, I guess.
Yeah.
Because he's got no problem swinging a stick at people. He's got no problem smashing a stick on somebody's back. But yeah, he doesn't want to kill anybody. Just going off of what you said, Shu is a typical shonen protagonist. He is. That's what he's got going for him. And what makes the show interesting is that he is in a world that is set up to break a typical shonen protagonist. And his strength is that he is an unchanging protagonist. He doesn't necessarily grow. Like Shu is right. And his purpose in the story is that he affects the people around him. So I guess I kind of answered my own question here. Like, Shu is an example of an unchanging protagonist, as in there's not much character development. Do you think that's an issue? Personally, I don't think that's an issue. I think that's to the benefit of the show. No, I agree. I think that this answers basically both of our questions. Like, I think him being a typical shonen protagonist adds to the show, because it allows us to see, like, first of all, how like insane the antagonist side is. And like it amplifies the brutality of it from seeing like just him be like all, I don't want to say innocent, because like he's not an innocent character, but like he's a lot, like he sees it from a more like no, this is wrong, black and white perspective. A lot of times shows like this will kind of portray this type of character as naive.
Yes.
Like at the end message will be like, no, you don't understand how the world works.
Yes.
Like you have to be willing to do stuff that you don't want to do. But in this story, he is, like, people say that to him.
He's a rock.
He's a rock, and he's right. Like he's inarguably right in this situation, because the violence that's perpetrated in the show is completely unnecessary. They're not fighting for a good cause or something like that, where you'll see like a story where like, no, I don't want to kill. But like, no, you must kill, because these people will kill you otherwise. Like, that's the way the world works. In this, like, no, if he doesn't do it, like there's no danger to him other than his own comrades in quotation marks.
Or like they say like, oh, if you just follow orders, you get to go home. Says who?
Yeah.
Right? Like him following orders is like may lead to an empty promise.
Yeah. And I think that's another major aspect to the show is just how like indoctrinated everyone is, but how fragile that indoctrination is, that it takes one person who has these strong values to kind of throw a wrench in everything. Like these empty promises can only go so far, can only go as far as somebody honestly kind of making them second guess it and making them think, hold on a second, are these promises genuine or are we all just kind of being played? Like, are we the baddies?
Yeah, like at the same time, like we see what happens to those homes when these kids are taken in. Because like them being kids is another big can of worms that's a part of this show. Because a lot of the soldiers that are taken in and being put into this is kids. And that's another thing that I do want to slightly touch on with the show is like a lot of the time with shows like these, people will be like, why? Like, is there a reason why they couldn't just be adults? But like, I feel like this show, them being kids adds to it. Well,
it just adds to the depravedness of the bad guys, essentially. What I will say is kind of a downside is like the overall message of the show is like war is bad.
Yeah.
Which is like, we know.
Sure. Yeah.
We know that.
Yeah. I mean, like the message of the show is like war is bad. Dictatorships are bad.
Child soldiers are bad. I know.
Yeah.
I don't need to be preached to. But I think like a message that does work in the show is more that like the idea that as long as there's somebody around who still has a modicum of like hope, that's contagious, I think is more of an adequate message.
I think there's that. You can look at the message of like how easily just looking at the human condition, people can rise into a dictatorship role. I look at the guy from the village that like slowly kind of became a dictator of his own village.
Yeah.
Like it's so easy. And like how indoctrined we are to like want to gain power that will do kind of whatever it takes.
Yeah, that tribalism type of thing.
Yeah, and kind of how dangerous that is.
Yeah. What I do want to ask you though, Jay, is did the show do a good job of creating unlikable protagonists or antagonists?
So I kind of laughed at the introduction to the main antagonist, because the way we get to find out that he's a bad guy is literally the opposite of the saving a cat in the tree trope.
Yeah.
It is literally the opposite.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, that's a very good way of like, of course, initially making that establishing moment of this is a bad guy. I mean, putting that aside, they didn't have to do that, which is another one of my critiques. Like, I feel like a lot of the violence in the show is almost for shock value.
A little bit, but at the same time, like, I look at other like documentaries on like this kind of behavior, and like a lot of it is very similar.
Yeah.
You know?
I guess my thing is like, it's tough because I'm usually a proponent of like giving me something that challenges me, you know. I've talked about it before on the podcast. I'm usually a big supporter of that. didn't need to see the bad guy do something to a do something to
animal?
a cat. Yeah. I didn't need that. I would have got that he's a bad guy from him.
Yeah.
From things that happen later as well.
Yeah. I think that, like, I think for an initial, like, expository, like, oh no, like, protecting LaLaRue was the right choice. It's good for, like, giving us an immediate, oh yeah, no, he's not a good guy. He was right to try and protect her, you know? But in the grand scheme of things, looking at this guy as a bad guy, you find out pretty quickly that he's not that great.
He's a bad guy, and he is extremely unlikable. He's like petulant. He's short-tempered. He's an idiot. He's very childlike. But then there's other antagonists. You alluded to somebody later on in the series who kind of echoes a lot of those same traits. Who's also extremely unlikable. He does very unlikable things. There are some antagonists, though, who I don't really have a feel for. The main one being, what's her name?
Oh, like the main,
Abelia. Abelia, who, like, obviously does terrible things. Just she's the definition of she's just following orders.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's a part of me that has sympathy's the wrong word, but there's a part of me that just feels bad because she's clearly somebody who has been abused as well.
Yeah. And
it has no way out either, which I think just kind of goes into what we were talking about with, like, the theming of it. It's a that human condition of just, like, how easy it is to become monstrous because you think that's the only way to do it.
Yeah.
So there are some gray antagonists, but there is some black and white for sure.
Yeah. I like Abelia. I thought was a very interesting character that I kind of wish got a bit more fleshing out a little bit. Like, there was one little, like, aside where they were talking about one character's wife that was kidnapped, and I thought, like, oh, she's gonna be the wife of that one guy. No, like, it's kind of not addressed. She's just another
Darth
person.
Vader. She's Darth Vader.
Yeah.
She's the Darth Vader.
Darth Vader without
Emperor.
Luke Skywalker.
Yeah. I saw her and I thought, okay, she's gonna be like the character who gets turned at the end, but she doesn't really. She doesn't really. I will say, she has an opportunity to do something at the end of the show, and she kind of just, like, doesn't.
Yeah,
which is kind of a bit of a how it goes to show how fragile that type of control over somebody is, where, you know, she could really, you know, show that she is truly loyal to the regime, but she just doesn't.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, well, I mean, it's all over now.
I think there were multiple times where she could have shown more loyalty to the regime. Like, there's a time where she's, like, told, like, yeah, I have no need for this person. Do whatever you want. And, like, I thought, like, oh, she's going to try and kill them. But, like, no, she just, like, lets them in and be a part of the society.
Yeah.
And I was like,
it's those little things like that really, like, make me wonder if she's truly evil or just, like, abused.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of these
kind
characters,
of Stockholm syndrome a little bit.
Yeah, like both Stockholm syndrome and the sunken cost fallacy of, like, well, we're already in this deep.
Yeah,
you know?
That's true. It's an interesting show. It's an interesting show. One more character point I want to bring up. I'm going to skip this one in here that I've highlighted. That one's kind of spoilery, so we'll save that for the end. My comment was, everyone is either an idiot or hyper violent. Were you frustrated with the character interactions and dynamics, Jay?
honestly, I wasn't. And a big part of that was like, and I'm sure this is going to be a big discussion point for both of us. But like the way I saw it is like they were so committed to their role because of how like they were just brainwashed by like, oh, if you do this for us, we'll send you back home and you'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
And just like living up to that promise. And like even one of them like was so far deep into it that they were like, this place is actually better, when like we see that it's not.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
I guess when I say everyone is either an idiot or hyperviolent, I guess my magnifying glass is on Shu specifically. There's a bit of he's a bit of a conundrum in the sense that whilst being a pacifist, he also has no problem like just running headfirst into a fight, which is kind of not really a pacifist trait. I would have liked to see his character development at the end be to be able to basically have talk no jutsu out of a situation.
I kind of disagree because like I feel like when you have someone that's like so like ingrained into like a cause or an idea, how do you talk them out of it? Like, how do you tell them like that viewpoint is wrong?
I get that. Yeah. Like I guess I wish the show was more naive than it is, which is a weird thing to say. But I just feel like it would have been more, it would have said more about his role as a pacifist to actually use pacifism to get out of a situation where he doesn't really.
Well, like it sounds more like, to me, it was more like he used his combat and like he fought for the sake of self-defense or for the sake of defending someone else rather than like for the sake of just like aggression.
Yeah. No, I know that. I know that. I guess it's one of those situations where it's just like, if I was writing this, I would have done that.
Yeah.
Like him grow out of throwing himself headfirst into danger and growing up into being able to get out of a situation by just having a dialogue with somebody. There was one point where I think the show explicitly goes against what I'm saying, but there's one point where he tells somebody like, "Oh, don't worry, everything will be fine." The adults just have to like talk it through. They don't talk it through, and it's not fine. So it's like completely antithesis to what I would want to see. Essentially, it's saying like, if you're fighting for something that's right and you're not killing, then I guess it's fine.
But like that's kind of like what they do, like, or what they're doing. Like, he later meets that person. They're like, "You lied to me. You told me everything was going to be fine." Did I disconnect?
Well, no, we're just really paused.
Okay.
Hello, testing.
Hi.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
What's going on? Yeah. Say something, and I will respond to you.
Hello.
Cole,
what is 2 + 2?
4.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm gonna. What were we talking about?
We were talking about you were talking about how like someone said like everything's gonna be fine, and then like it wasn't, and that upset you.
No. Okay, yeah, and then you responded with him assuring. That's not the situation I was talking about, where he, yes, he tells somebody earlier on that like everything's going to be okay. I feel like that was him, that was his naivete saying like, as long as we're alive, everything will be okay. What I was referring to specifically was there's a point where he's trying to reassure one of the kids, like one of the young kids, that like, not to worry, because the adults will talk. The adults will talk and everything will be okay. Yeah. Which it doesn't. It doesn't happen. So like, I guess it's a bit conflicting sometimes in its messaging, where it's like, war is bad. Yes, we agree with that. We just need to talk it out. But talking it out doesn't work. So like, what's the alternative then? War, right? Like we need to, if war is bad, then we need to see the antithesis to war. And the antithesis to war is dialogue. So I guess my issue is like it's having its cake and eating it too a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I think like the idea is like I don't think it's trying to find necessarily a solution to the problem. I think it's more like, because like it's like, oh, war is bad, let's get them into a dialogue. Well, how do we do that?
Well, that's
right?
that's where Shu could come in and, I don't know, do something. Like I just mean like the show is so bleak. Like it's saying like it's impossible to have dialogue. That's basically its message. So like then what we need, like some kind of extenuating circumstance from some higher power, essentially.
Well, no. Well, just don't be in a position where you need to get in a dialogue to resolve a conflict in the first place.
I guess so. I guess like the whole conflict at the end is kind of solved by Deus Ex Machina. Like it's not solved by anybody. I mean, I guess it's the Deus Ex Machina is a result of Shu being just like a swell guy.
Yeah.
But like he doesn't do anything between the conflicting parties. He just happens to be friends with somebody who's able to solve it. I don't know. I'm a little conflicted when it comes to messaging, I guess, on this show. Which is kind of a plot thing, but we'll get more into plot later.
Yeah, no, that's fair. No, I was fine with it because like to me it was more just like getting to see the like someone from an outer like an external point of view looking in and saying like what you guys are doing is kind of silly. You know, like I thought that was what was compelling to me.
Yeah, it's compelling, and just it goes to show just how far gone they were, that they were like, what? It's silly when it's like,
and like even like in the show they were like some of the kids were like you know, the more I think about it, he's kind of right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like a major part of the show is the different people who interact with Shu kind of wrestling with that. When I say people, I mean children specifically. The adults that he's with don't at all.
Yeah,
like,
no,
they're pretty committed to their.
It's mostly the children in the show.
Yeah,
that are like that.
Yeah, let's move on to the production aspect of the show, though. So, as I alluded to, the show came out in 1999. How would you say the animation of this compares to other shows kind of from that era? You know, your Evangelion, we just reviewed. Like, are they comparable in terms of animation and action?
I thought it was honestly pretty comparable. Just like there were times where like I was looking at it and was like, this is pretty good. But like there were a lot of times when the show would hold on a single frame. And it like literally brought me back to Evangelion. And I was like, Evangelion did the exact same thing.
Very Evangelion-y in that, where it would kind of, sometimes it would hold a frame where it was like, okay, they're just padding time. But sometimes it would hold a frame where I could tell it was like, okay, it wants you to kind of wallow in whatever misery we're in. I like those, but I could see kind of through the matrix a little bit sometimes. Yeah. And I those
no, like sometimes it was like, okay, do we need to hold on to this frame for this long, or like
or
were we just padding for time?
Yeah. Again though, like it's such an interesting show from top to bottom, even from its direction, from its production and everything.
Yeah. No, like directorially and visually, the show is very pretty. I will say.
Yeah. It's even like when you're in the other world and it's so bleak and it's just desert, but it has this way of like portraying the desert as like, this like beauty and bleakness kind of thing.
Yeah.
I could see a lot of Dune in this.
I was having the same thought. I have never seen Dune, but my first thought was, is this Dune?
Are they on Arrakis? There's even like kind of a pseudo sandworm that there's like this monster in the sand that chases them for a little bit.
Yeah.
But I mean, Dune is so prevalent and it's pretty tough not to take inspiration from it. The other production aspect of the show, though, that I just wanted to briefly touch on, don't have to say much, but the show's, once again, something unique about it. It's OST. Its soundtrack, like, it blends this use of like stereotypical orchestration and like electronic music as well. Did you pick up on that too? Like, what were your thoughts on the OST? I guess
there were some soundtrack songs that were like genuinely like, ooh, this is a cool choice.
Yeah. No, exactly. It was like, this is a very brief discussion on the OST, but like it did a really good job of kind of getting like sad with the like normal orchestration, woodwinds, violins, all of that, and then using kind of the more electronic industrial type of music when it needed to as well. Like I wish I was better at kind of reviewing music to be able to break down what specifically worked well. But I think the OST to this is another one of those things that should go down as something that makes this anime worth watching, I would say. Yeah.
What also surprised me, and like, maybe you can echo this as well, I don't know, but like, just as a song and like the visuals kind of, but I really like the OP for this show. And I don't know if you'd agree with me. Maybe not like from a visual aspect, but like the dichotomy of like the song from like the themes and the tone of the show was such an interesting choice to me.
It was a minimalist OP, I'll say that.
Yeah. It's a very minimalist OP.
It was basically credits and then character shots on a black background. I don't know if I have much to say about the OP. I think you might have got translations for the lyrics of the songs that I didn't see, I think.
No. No.
Okay. Because I
just liked the I just liked how like there was a like a contrast between like this kind of like Latin America-esque song with like kind of like a not upbeat but like not like bleak, in front of like a show that's so bleak.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it was kind of the music choice was a bit standard with regards to like, oh, it's it's a fun shonen romp. This is not a fun shonen romp. I'm going to tell you all that right now. The OP was a cinematic OP. It reminded me of a movie.
Yes.
Just with how it portrayed itself. It was like the opening credits of a movie.
Yeah.
Whereas like your typical anime would be like, fun action shots. We just reviewed Evangelion, something similar to that. I will say though, the opening credit at the start of it, a little pretentious. Don't need to see that. Don't need to see that every episode. And I'm not really sure what it's saying. Like that time is fleeting, but like, what is that? Well, I guess it's like, hurry up and smarten up, people, I guess, is kind of what it's trying to say. It's got a lot of messages.
It to me, it felt like this may be another world, but I'm still putting up the mirror to you.
Right.
To show you like, this is you.
Yeah. Which I guess, The only thing is, if you're watching a show like this, I would expect you to kind of pick up on that. I don't need to be hit over the head that hard.
Yeah, no, I would see it as like episode 1, and then like bookend with it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very beginning, very end.
Right. Yeah, that would have been more impactful. Yeah, at the start of the first episode, it's like, here's a story about how, you know, we don't have lots of time, and then at the end say the same thing. Yeah, it would be like, oh, I get it now. Yeah, it's like when you're putting up traffic signs, you don't want to put up traffic signs everywhere because it becomes background noise. Yeah, it kind of loses its impact, and I guess that's kind of what I have to say about that, Jay.
Yeah, no, I'd agree.
Mm-hmm. That said, let's move into the plot. This is the meat. This is the meaty stuff.
This is the substance.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So, Jay, you asked. The show tackles heavy topics like dictatorships, genocide, war, etc. Were these handled well? Why? What do you think?
I feel like a couple of them were pretty like interesting, like how it depicted the dictatorship in the main location called Heliland. I thought like really screamed like North Korea.
Mm-hmm.
And like it really hit home how like bleak places like that are, especially like with how like indoctrined into that central idea you can get.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah, even in the sense that like the dictator, what's his name, King Holdo or something,
Hamdel or something like that.
Hamdo. Like it's never explicitly says, but like there's no other explanation in my head canon. He obviously inherited this position. There's no way someone like this could gather people around him to build a nation like this.
Yeah.
So again, just kind of going into that North Korea thing where it's like he didn't earn this. It was nepotism that gave it to him, and he kind of acts like there was
he did earn it.
Like he did earn it. Yeah, exactly. So
and like one of the things that I thought at the beginning, which I was proven wrong, was I from the very beginning thought the idea of Lala Ru being like a magical girl that can do a thing, I thought that was all just BS.
Yeah, I could see that too. Because like the guy's nuts.
Yeah,
the king is crazy. So like he just found some story somewhere that said like this person would do this. Meanwhile, she is like not really anyone special.
Oh, I mean, no. I mean like he just like thought she was a good an attractive girl. And so like he made up this bogus story of like
I see.
Like I see what you're saying. Like she can do X, Y, and Z. And they're like, "Oh, really now?"
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So then they like follow his thing, and that's why like when they see like the other girl Sarah, who we never really touched on, but they were just like, sure, let's take her.
Yeah. You know, we can touch on Sarah a little bit too. She is she's the antithesis to Shu.
Yes. Yeah. No. I think like she's the protagonist that goes through that like there's a gray area character arc.
Yeah. Like what she does is warranted.
Yeah.
There's certainly an argument for her actions and her reactions to even Shu.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough because like. In one sense, she's the antithesis to our protagonist. So, in theory, she should kind of be proven wrong.
But, like,
she's
not.
But she kind of sees the light at the end, but, like, no one would, like, say that what she did was wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's tough. She's the one of the most morally gray characters.
I think she's also probably one of the most interesting characters in the show.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Just somebody who got scooped up in all of this. Like Shu had agency in his scooping up. Like he ran into trouble.
Yeah.
Where she just got like literally she had nothing to do with anything. She just got scooped up and now she's going through hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
and like just how she responds to it all, how she slowly changes over the course of the show. It's so interesting because like the fact that she does change also says just as much as Shu not changing.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, that's
like,
what I think that just goes to show like how powerful Shu is in the story.
Yeah.
Where he is able to even show someone like Sarah that there is like a light to follow, essentially. That no matter how bad things are, as long as you're alive, something good will happen, which is I think a pretty powerful message, I think.
Yeah.
Just going back to your thing about does it handle these ideas of dictatorships and genocides and wars well? I think it does. I think it does handle it well. My issue with it is that it doesn't really offer solutions other than just like, don't do it.
Yeah.
Right?
Just more than this sucks.
Yeah. Which is kind of like, again, going back to what I said earlier, like, we all know it sucks.
Yeah.
Like, but it's the opposite of kind of those romanticized war movies, essentially.
Yeah. I think for me, the big thing that kind of like bothered me a little bit was like, a character, something happens to a character and like, it's like very briefly mentioned, like, oh, we can like, there are ways to make it so like it never really happened kind of thing. I kind of want to tiptoe around it. And like one of the characters is like, oh, like, no, you shouldn't do that. Like, I'm trying so hard to tiptoe around it.
Is it about Boo?
No, it's about Sarah.
Okay.
Later on in the show.
Oh. Is it what would be a very controversial thing to talk about?
Yes.
There's a bit of a message I'm detecting from this show a little bit.
Yeah.
Which I think we can maybe talk about if we talk about spoilers with a trigger warning, I'll say.
Yeah.
We can come back around on that one because there's I think there's something to say about that.
Yeah.
That said, Jay, the show's an isekai.
Yes.
Does it benefit from being an isekai?
I think it does. I think if Shu were just like a character from another town in this world, it wouldn't have as much of an impact. Because like, he'd be like, oh, what you're doing is wrong, but it wouldn't have that same guttural reaction. He wouldn't have that same level of hope that he has here. Or like if he did, they would be like, why?
Right.
You know,
it's an easy way to introduce that. I mean, I could easily conceive of something where he is one of the kidnap victims in that world, where he comes from like a village or something that's very peaceful, and like I don't think it necessarily needs to be an isekai. I don't think it's harmed by it being an isekai, certainly.
Well, the question is, did it need to be an isekai? Was the show benefited by it?
I don't think it needed to be. This is basically what I think. Like I could conceive of a like I said, I could conceive of a story where he just lives in the world, but he's from someplace that is much more pacifist. That said, we've got to look at it from the lens of 1999 as well.
Yeah.
Where isekai wasn't like something that was as pervasive. Like, of course, there was isekai. Like, God's sakes,
Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz is an isekai. But that idea of like, there's like a separation. Then I guess like, oh, this fantasy land. Imagine like this could be you going there.
Yeah, well, that's literally what it is with the show. Literally saying like, this could be you. Time is fleeting.
Yeah. I mean, like this could just take place in the future of Earth too. Like I just mean, I don't think it benefits. I don't think it loses anything by being an isekai. I'm pretty neutral on the isekai aspect of it. So I mean, not to give a boring answer that that takes me out of it, but I'm pretty indifferent to the isekai portion.
What I will say though is like, it doesn't feel like this show is using the isekai trope or trend as like a means to make it more interesting. No, it feels like it's using it for the sake of the story.
It's using it because it's an interesting method of telling this story. Yeah, that's all. It's not. Again, like it just wasn't as pervasive at the time. Like it was a novel way of telling this type of story. Yeah. Well, let's go into just kind of general, potpourri question here.
Yeah.
This was my final question to you, Jay. Before we go into kind of some of the spoilery questions.
Yeah.
Do you think that people should be more aware of the subject matter going into the anime, or do you think it benefits from a more blind viewing? Do you think the message resonates more when you don't know what's happening, or when you kind of have a good sense, I guess? Like whose seat would you rather be in, yours or mine, when you start watching it?
I'm a little bit torn because like, I feel like if you put someone in front of the screen and didn't tell them there were any trigger warnings and just said, watch it, there could be issues there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at the same time, like, I understand that shock value of like, oh no. And then like needing to stare at a wall for a bit.
It's kind of important. Yeah. It's kind of a vital part of it. I know what you mean. Like there's arguments on both sides.
Yeah.
Like I'm not expecting a yes or no answer on this one specifically, but yeah, I don't know. Like I was certainly frustrated when I was watching this show, just out of, all the stuff that was happening. But at the same time, I enjoyed is the wrong word, but I appreciated the idea of kind of having to sit through it and not know what was going to happen next. I mean, I didn't know if our main character was even going to make it.
Yeah.
Like when I started watching it, like the final demise or lack thereof is up in the air. Like we don't know. Everyone in this is pretty expendable.
Yeah.
I would say. So I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is here. I mean, if you're watching this review, go watch it. Go watch the show. If you went through this review and you're,
I mean, I've kind of already blown my load on how I feel about the show, but I think it's worth a watch.
It's disgusting, Jay. Tell you what, before we go into spoilers, just so that people don't have to like skip everything and all of that, why don't we give our final thoughts and our ratings, and then we'll kind of talk about those last topics that we wanted to touch on.
Okay.
I guess I go first because this was your nomination. So it's
have you through this conversation, have you been able to land on a rating?
You know what? I'm going to swing for it. I think this is a certified show.
Okay.
I think this is a certified show. I don't know if I like it, though. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
This is kind of one of those shows where it's like, you should watch this.
Yeah.
I think its message is important. And I think the way that it's done is interesting.
Yeah.
And frustration isn't a bad thing in media sometimes. Like me not agreeing with the characters doesn't necessarily mean that I disagree with the message of the show. Yeah, war is bad. It's kind of the obvious message that like we all agree with, but this does a damn good job of showing you why war is bad. And it does a damn good job of not allowing ourselves to fall into into dictatorship and authoritarianism, which of course, not to kind of get into the real world aspect of it, but like, you know, it's something we need to hear right now. I think it's worth watching. I think it's tricky. It's certified. I'm gonna go certified, Jay.
Okay. Okay. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Yeah. Jay, what about you? What do you think?
So I echo your sentiment saying that like I think it's definitely worth a watch. And I really like, I don't want to say I enjoyed, because enjoyed is the wrong word.
Enjoyed's the wrong word. Yeah.
I don't think you enjoy watching this show. You
get something out of it though.
You get something out of it.
Yeah.
And I definitely got something out of watching this show. But at the same time, I feel like this show just kind of feels like a tour. Like, she was just kind of taken on a tour of all the different aspects of the world under a dictatorship. And every single aspect he says, no, this is bad. And that's the whole show.
Yeah.
You know? So like, I feel like in that aspect, it feels like it missed the mark a little bit. But the messaging and theming is so interesting, and the way it tackles that as an isekai. This is kind of the show at the same time of like saying like you need to watch this for that messaging. I'd also say like if you're someone that's like isekai can't do anything interesting.
Here you go.
Check this out. It sure has something. You will be staring at a wall for a bit though. I will warn you about that.
Yeah, how was going to work after this?
Yeah, I watched one episode at work on my break, and I was like,
oh my God.
Yeah.
Ay.
I feel like it's wrong to give it this rating because like it doesn't represent positive enjoyment necessarily. But the show tickled my jimmies.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's one of those situations where the term tickles my jimmies is sounds a little too positive, but like I'm not giddy with glee
watching this show.
Yeah, it resonated. There was some resonation there with you.
Like it really made me go, huh? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It did that for me too. And I also like what puts it over the edge is just it having the absolute balls to do what it does.
Yeah.
That's the review. Stick around for spoilers. But what I want to say, thank you for listening to the review, of course. And I have to introduce our next review before you go.
Oh, true.
Spoilers.
True.
Jay, this is I asked you if this was all right, and I wanted to review a second season of a show that we reviewed already, and you said, yeah, absolutely, that's totally fine. And I said, great, that's wonderful. And it feels a little weird to suggest this review next, especially considering like we just, we went through a very impactful story that had said a lot about society and about the delicatness.
We truly do live in a society, Cole.
We truly do live in a society. We're gonna watch a show about horse girls. This is the only way I can get you to. This is the only way I can get you to watch season 2 of Uma Musume. Pretty Derby. So we're gonna do that. Our next review is gonna be season 2 of Uma Musume Pretty Derby, which I think is, to be clear, I think it's the best season of Uma Musume. It's
not to spoil your thoughts, or
not
anything.
to spoil my thoughts, but I'm very much looking forward to a rewatch, and I'm also looking forward to what you think of it. So, yeah, thank you for listening. Leave a like, subscribe. I'll go through our official spiel at the end, but we appreciate you sticking around.
Yeah. If you don't want to be spoiled, I think like the main takeaway is go watch the show.
Go watch the show. It's a good show. I think there's something in here that will resonate with everybody. Spoiler warning. This is your final chance to get out of here now at this point. Spoilers. 5.
Do we have a drop?
4. I don't know. Do we?
I thought we did.
Whatever. There's been enough time. I've said enough. I've set up the spoilers. Jay, why don't you lead us off with what the hell you were talking about with regards to a certain character?
Also trigger warnings, I should say.
Yes, of course, trigger warnings. Yeah.
For SA and things like that, because it does not shy away from that in this show.
No.
So with that being said, we'll give you some time. Okay. We're out.
I'm
Let's
ready.
talk about it.
Okay.
So after Sarah gets an experience.
Sarah, they decide that she's obviously not Lalaurie. She gets scooped up because they think that she's Lalaurie. She kind of looks like her, even though she doesn't have blue hair, but whatever. They get Lalaurie back and they realize, okay, well, this girl obviously isn't Lalaurie. There's something we could do with her. And she becomes I think I read somewhere a nice way to put it was she becomes a concubine, I'll say. She forcibly, of course. I think that's one way of putting it. I think everybody out there can kind of piece together what we're trying to say.
I wasn't going to go into as much detail. I was just going to bring up the essay and then say like she gets pregnant. For various circumstances.
Yeah.
And when it's revealed, like the doctor that revealed it basically says like abortion is possible.
Yeah.
And it kind of dances around it.
He mentions it once and then they never mention it again.
Yeah.
There was a message towards the end of the show. Kind of a
pro-life message, a little bit.
Well, yeah. There's a bit of a pro-life message towards the end of the show where, like, I don't know if that's the right answer. Like, I mean, if she chooses to do that, then that's perfectly her choice. But like, I feel like nobody really presents her with that choice.
Yeah.
Like there's a point in it where she clearly doesn't want to keep it. But why didn't the doctor ever tell her that was an option?
It feels like she was kind of like pushed in a certain direction rather than her making the choice herself.
Yeah. Which of course I disagree with.
Yeah, like that was the one topic when we talked about like the themes like of that where I was just kind of like, nah fam, this ain't it.
Yeah I mean, of course, like we have our own biases and we have our own agenda's the wrong word, but we have our own way of thinking of society because we live in a society. Jay, I'm not sure if you're aware.
We truly do.
But I just think like clearly in this society that they live in, abortion is an option for people. And I'm not really sure what other situation would be a justifiable reason for an abortion if that is what she wanted, which she clearly did at one point. She was ready to, they get the abortion plus kind of thing. So yeah, it was something that left a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give him props for, standing up for, their thought. I guess they thought that was the right thing for her to do.
Yeah.
And they're making the show. Hell, I'm not making a show, so who am I? But yeah, it was something in the show where I was like, that's interesting. That's interesting. But yeah, I think we're both in agreement with that, where it was kind of left a bit of a sour taste. Is Lallaroo Jesus?
I think I kind of answered this with what I initially thought of Lallaroo, of her kind of being just like a BS MacGuffin, where like I thought that she was like just
nobody,
kind of nobody
with a pretty necklace,
with a
No, it's established later on in the show. Lallaroo is like some kind of being, like she says, like she's lived for tens of thousands of years. She's watched this cycle perpetuate itself over and over again, with people promising or bargaining with her to give them water. She has control over water.
She controls the water, you see.
She controls the water. I'm not sure if you're aware of this. Water is very important.
Yes.
I do like the idea of... It also apparently
powers their battleship. They're fully operational.
I did... That one was a little bit more well done, where, they have the option to like keep the water, use it for what water is. And they're like, nah, fam. We're going to use this to get our battleship up in the air.
We're gonna have them prepared to witness the full might of this fully operational
battle station. But through Shu's just greatness and his
is Shu Jesus?
No. Shu is not Jesus. Shu is the embodiment of just like hope.
Is Shu Moses?
Maybe more along the lines of Moses. He's the embodiment of like the good in people, and he shows Lallaroo that there's there is good out there.
So Lallaroo's the son. Is Shu the Holy Spirit?
Shu is just people. Shu is people. But Lallaroo sacrifices herself at the end of the story in order to basically give everybody a chance at life, which is of course the whole Jesus story. He sacrifices himself so that we can all...
I see.
I don't know if you're familiar with this, Jay.
No, I'm not. Tell it to me again.
It just seemed like in the last 2 episodes, there was a bit of a Christian bent to it, with the anti-abortion, with the sacrifice of the person. Of course, again, though, like I have my own perspective and biases that I'm seeing. I don't know. Like, did you think that too, or am I nuts?
I don't think you're nuts, but like my mind never went to Jesus for me.
Okay.
I thought like she was like when it was revealed that she was like actually like
something
a mystical being. I just thought like, oh, she's a cool mystical being that is probably gonna die, because they mentioned that it drains her life away every time she uses it. So I was like, oh yeah, well, okay, she dead.
Well, I don't know. She's Jesus. She would
have been Jesus if she came back.
Well, no, Jesus hasn't come back yet, though.
Oh, I thought he comes back and then he dies again. Then you guys are waiting for him to come back.
What do you mean, you guys? What do you mean, you people? I think that's about it, Jay. I think that's I've said all I wanted to say about this television program. Have you? Do you got any more to add?
I don't believe in that.
No, I mean that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. You people don't believe in that. That's okay.
I didn't say you people. I said you guys.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Jalen, do you have any more to say? Or can I wrap this bad boy up?
You can wrap it up. It's a good show. It's still a good show.
It's a good show. Go watch it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm an atheist who read the Bible. Like, hey, I got no problem with Jesus allegories. They're interesting.
I'm agnostic and I haven't read the Bible.
Well, yeah. Whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, our next manga review is Magical Girl Dandelion. Look forward to that. And our next anime review, as I said, is going to be Uma Musume Pretty Derby Season 2. So you got homework, but I'm telling you, Uma Musume, it's peak. I'm telling you right now. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of AniPro. If you liked it, please leave a like, subscribe, leave a review, tell a friend about us. If you really like us, why don't you consider supporting us on Patreon like these lovely people? Mr. Family Guy 36, Elijah Wood, Braindead B-Dog, Kratos, Mogmog, Uncle of Light, Saffron, Genus 26, and Taco. By supporting us on Patreon, you get access to all sorts of perks, and it really helps out the show. We're also on social media at AniProPod, and please join our Discord community to keep up with us and other listeners. Links to everything is in the description, or to our website, AniProPod.com. Jay, I'm pretty sure you did the bye-byes last week, so I'm going to lead us in a round of bye-byes this week, because it's only fair.
Yeah.
I'm going to sacrifice myself and my essence to produce you with water.
Okay.
Did you get it? Did you get any?
I got a drop.
Oh, I'm fading away. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.